Hello, Nancy. Good to meet you in person. I didn't respond to your video last week. I meant to, but I missed the deadline, and plus I've had a very busy week. I think you can probably still see that I'm pretty tired. I just wanted to say I really liked your viewpoint on this week's topic about the your view of the intellectual snobbery. I think that's really valid. I mean, to see how the secular humanist forces or secular humanist movement in our own country sort of downplays the importance of religion anyway. So if you have enough of these types of people in foreign policy or in government positions making foreign policy, they're immediately going to dismiss any aspects of Islam in that region. And as our book pointed out, they early on the U.S. did kind of dismiss Islam as very influential. That they thought for a while that maybe it's influential to understand Islam is to understand the region, but then they kind of moved away from that. And I think that I really like your view that yes, that maybe there's something to that. I mean, these intellectuals, the secular humanists, love to dismiss and downplay the importance of religion. So, of course, why wouldn't they downplay the importance of Islam, which then leads to the things you said, leads to not understanding the region fully, not understanding their culture, and thus, making bad policy decisions because we fail, as I said in my video, because we fail to understand all the nuances, all the different aspects. It's, I think the way Jacobs looks at it, and it's a good book. It's a very dense book. I'm having trouble getting through it and keeping enough of it in my head long enough to write summaries. Um, but I think what Jacobs does is he breaks these viewpoints up so much that it's the book reads as though, like, for a period of years all people thought about was Islam, but it was all really probably a blend. Like, the focus was kind of here, but there were still people trying to connect it, and then the focus moved from Islam over to totalitarianism, and then over to nationalism. And the way he breaks it up makes it seem like they were solid, but for you know, but it's not really that way. It's always mixed. It's always meshed. There's always people always kind of trying to look at all angles where, for a period of time there might be one focus and then it moves on. And I understand that he's breaking it up in order to sort of explain to us who don't know as well as him about how imagining the Middle East came about. But I think, again, that it's just really valid. That's such a good insight that, hey, you know, maybe our own intellectual snobbery, which is a great term, by the way, just says, yeah, well, they, these poor little kids over here, we'll help them out. We'll get them on the right track. And that attitude is what's leading to our failures. But we can't get out of it, as you said in the verbal post, sort of stuck on stupid. Like, the definition of insanity, expecting different results with the same input, and we keep doing the same thing, and we keep expecting different results, and we don't get it. So, great post. Look forward to next week.